Why did you resign?
Well, I was alerted by a physician after watching the budget hearing for the Department of Health. And of course, a congressman, a previous health secretary, questioned why Secretary Ted Herbosa appointed me as a non-communicable disease special advisor to the Department of Health na hindi naman ako expert. So, you know, without defending me with a slight nudge lang, hindi man lang niya ako na-recall. Well, modesty aside, I served 4 presidents. I was one of the leaders of the sin tax law. And I was appointed PhilHealth Director. I worked with him in 2012 when he was DOH Sec for Secretary Ona. And during the pandemic, 1 week into the pandemic, I was summoned by the palace to serve as a National Task Force Advisor with Ted Herbosa, reporting to General Galvez. So these are appointments by the President.
Yeah. So you are clearly also an expert, like you have that background to be considered an expert in medicine. But
I resigned, and I'll tell you the main reason. So when I got home that day from Secretary Herbosa, then he said to me in the office niya, wala napilitan lang ako kasi I was being forced by Secretary Garid kasi yung budget hindi a-approvean ganun ba? Sabi ko sa kanya. So I went home, I talked to my wife, and ang daughter ko nga nandun Ang sabi ko, I will resign. Gusto ko lang yung exit namin maganda. Kasi I don't want to work under a spineless leader and a person without moral courage. I cannot work under that. So I resigned. And kunyari later on, I would actually propose, let's say, medical cannabis. Against ako dyan, pumapayag siya. Tobacco. Hindi ko naman proposal yan Proposal ni Tony Leachon yan So later on, ako maiipit. And then the blame game again. Like yun, ang bine-blame niya ngayon, kaya daw yung PhilHealth, ganyan, nag-excess. Kasi kasalanan ni Ledesma yan I don't want like that. So sabi ko, I'd rather work as an independent health reform advocate rather than work under a spineless, under someone without moral courage, someone with, integrity and honesty that can protect the Filipino people. My career, lagi akong ganyan I resigned as well during the time of Secretary Ona kasi hindi ako pumapayag din sa stem cell noon. I resigned din sa National COVID as an advisor because I think there were certain differences dun in terms of communication to the public with transparency and integrity regarding the data of the COVID pandemic, as well as the deployment of the vaccines and everything. So, ganun lang. Straight arrow lang naman ako And ngayon ko lang sasabihin why I resigned. And that's the true story. And I did not apply for the job. I was invited to help, and to add value. I have a peaceful life. So, hindi ko kailangan yan.